Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a bake with me.
Yeah. Bake with me? I need this. Baking tutorial?
With Danielle and Taryn. You guys have met Danielle before.
I'm the best friend, Taryn.
This is Taryn, so my best friend.
They heard a lot about you.
Okay, anyways, Danielle has to get back because we already started because these two, the cameraman and this girl, decided to
perfect the production.
Be perfectionists. Anyways.
Let's get started.
Yes.
Oh, we're making eclairs, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And cream puffs. Just by the way, and cream puffs.
You're better at this than I am. Yes, eclairs and cream puffs we're making today. Okay guys, so we already started just because it takes a little bit to make the dough. So I'm gonna have Danielle explain to you how she made the dough because she's in the process right now. So, back to you, Danny.
So the dough is called the dough is pâte à choux, and what you do is you add 1 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, a dash of salt, and then an entire stick of unsalted butter into a saucepan, and then you bring it to a boil over medium-high heat. Once it starts boiling, you turn the heat down to medium and add an entire cup of flour and just incorporate it really fast until it turns into like this dough ball, and then you set it over in another bowl to rest for 5 minutes so it can cool off before you start the next step.
So after the dough or pâte à choux is done, we are going to put it in usually a pastry bag, but Danielle can't find those for some reason. So a Ziploc bag with a pastry tip. So we're gonna put that in the bag and then you'll see what we do with it down here. So we're just trying right now to drain all the bubbles out of it just so it just...
The pressure will...
That way the pressure will squeeze the dough out of the bag.
Yeah, and then you kind of...
Comes out nicely without...
Okay,
and then
let's get started. Danielle. Oh, and by the way guys, I forgot to mention, we have the oven preheated to 425 right now. We're just gonna do a cream puff shape for all of them. We're just doing different fillings on the inside of each of them. So this is how Danielle makes her cream puff. She's a cream puff master, so.
It's harder to do with the Ziploc bag. With the pastry bag, it's a ton easier, but I mean, this works. What I do is I space them out about like 1 inch apart, and then you just kind of start at the bottom
and taper it off towards the top.
Taper it off towards the top.
So you make poops, guys. You make little
like
pieces
little
of poop.
Little emojis.
Hershey
kisses. There you go.
That's what you want them to look like. But like the tops, you'll eventually
that was perfect.
Flatten down.
Okay guys, so after you are done making those Hershey Kisses shapes, you're just going to get your fingers wet with a little bit of water and flatten down the tips. That way they don't puff up weird.
Okay, so the oven has been preheating at 425 for however long we've been doing this. It's been like a good 30 minutes, I feel like, right?
Yeah, it took about that long too for it to.
And so what we do now is we put the trays in the oven, close the door, and then turn it up to 450.
Yeah,
instead of 425, and we can't open the oven
at all. And then you bake for 10 minutes at 450. And then, okay. You bake it for 10 minutes at 450, and then after the 10 minutes, you turn the oven down to 350. And then you cook for another 15 minutes, or until the shells are like they look crispy, and then they're kind of golden brown.
And then we'll let you know what to do after that.
So for the filling, guys, all you have to do is get about 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, and then you just add some sugar, powdered sugar to it like you would any whipping cream to make it sweet. We did 3 tablespoons, and then we added a teaspoon of vanilla.
Put the cream puffs in the freezer so they could cool down. Once they are cold to the touch, you're able to fill them. That way, you know how it is making cookies and stuff, you have to let them cool down. And so we're just gonna fill these, and Danielle's gonna show you how to fill them. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're still experimenting with the I keep wanting to call them cannolis.
Eclairs.
Eclairs. So we're not going to show you us doing those because we don't really know how to do them either. So anyways.
So to fill the cream puff, you want to go to like the softer edge. There's like going to be crispy parts, but there are parts that sink in.
That
and
are cracked.
Yeah, they're cracked. And so you kind of just
Stick
stab
it in.
and then just
Fill it with
fill it with
cream.
So disgusting.
So here's just a close-up of what Danielle was explaining. There's some cracks in the pastries once you bake them, and then you just stick the pastry tip in and then use a sweeping motion to fill them.
Okay.
and then you eat it.
Oh.
They bought them easy.
Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that fun little thing. It wasn't really to inform you guys on how to make cream puffs. I thought it was just, it's probably actually a really crappy recipe video, but I hope you guys,
They're yummy.
well, like a really crappy recipe video.
Oh, like how
we
to.
did really bad at explaining it, but I hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Bye.
I take the pat of choux and put it in a one more.
Like right
You don't have to plan it, Karen. Don't make it look staged.
I feel like we're cramped.
No, it's fine. You guys are fine.
Well, I feel cramped because
At least I don't.
Okay.
Three, go further in.
That's what she said. You need to go further in and put the cream further in. Okay.
Wait.
And that is how this was made.